So glad you're here at the FifthSparrow No More. I'm Kristen, and today we are going to make a unique piece for your vendor booth, for your craft show, or for your home office. This divided wooden stand is going to get a makeover and turned into something to use in those areas, craft show, vendor booth, for flat art, cards, jewelry. For me, it's vintage flashcards. So let's get started and FifthSparrow No More this wooden piece. So this wooden piece I got from Amazon, but gonna line up the vintage flashcards that I sell in it for my booth. But it needed a little bit extra. So I'm going to use this wooden circle that was previously used for something else and place my piece right on that. That way that backer board can display vintage flashcards so they know what's in there to purchase. I started with drawing a level line on the circle so that it would be straight on there and sit straight. And I had measured previously to see where the letters would sit on that circle to make sure that there's enough room for the letters and for the display piece. As you can see in the coming up, I'm going to just screw the two pieces together. I started with pilot holes so that wood wouldn't split. The display piece is really thin wood, and I didn't want that to split on me. So I started with pilot holes with a drill bit that was same size as my screw. And I put one in the center and one on either side to hold the two pieces together. My inspiration was a seed catalog display case, an antique one that I had seen, and I really wanted to have kind of that vibe, and so and that's why I put that backer board on, so I could use the letters, vintage flashcards on that. So here I'm just screwing the display stand to the circle and making sure that everything is good and tight. I'll link all of these pieces below, the display stand from Amazon as well as the circle from Woodpecker Crafts that I used. Of course, I'm reusing it, repurposing, FifthSparrowing No More, the circle. But I will link those two below. And see, and together I'm using kudzu, I don't know how to pronounce it, kudzu Dixie Belle chalk mineral paint to paint the piece. Like I said, I was using that antique seed catalog piece as my inspiration, and this was the perfect color for that as well. And I thought the vintage flashcards would stand out on that piece if it was green. and magic of YouTube. The piece is completely painted in that kudzu by Dixie Belle chalk paint, and I'm going to set that aside to dry, and I'm going to paint all of my letters with drop cloth by Dixie Belle. It's kind of a creamy white color. Now these letters were given to me by my sweet friend Charity at Mornings on Macedonia. Charity and 2 other bloggers, Meredith and Becky. We do a blog link party on Wednesdays, and she has gotten this really cool wood cutting machine and cut these letters out for me with that wood cutting machine, and mailed them to me. Now, in the mailing, they did come apart, they did break apart, so I'll have to piece them back together, but that's simple enough to do. So I'm just going to give these a good coat of that drop cloth, and then set those aside to dry. My display stand will be used for vintage flashcards in my booth, but those vintage flashcards are also available in Twigs and Fluff, which is the online store located on my blog. There are many different sets for every day and for the holiday. The first one is the Antique Goodness set, and this is perfect for those vintagey vignettes with words like antique and chippy, patina, collection, and rusty. There's the Freedom Rings set, which is exactly what it is, one for 4th of July, with words like red, white, blue, fireworks, and independence. We have several different Christmas sets. The Christmas Fun set with Saint Nick, Santa Claus, presents, and Jolly. We have the Christmas Hymns set with Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Away in a Manger, Joy to the World. And for this season, the Fall and Autumn Fun set comes with words like pumpkin and autumn, hayride, and scarecrow. The Hocus Pocus Halloween set has black cat, witch, spooky, trick or treat, Halloween. The Farmhouse Love set is words like truck and cottage and chicken coop. There are vintage flashcards for summer with words like beach, vacation, play, swim, and ocean. The opposite end of the weather spectrum, there's a Winter Wonderland set that has words like hot chocolate, snowman, mittens, and ice skate. There are vintage flashcards for every season, every holiday, and every day to put in your vignettes and decorate your tablescapes with, or your parties in a banner, however you would like to use them. I finished up sealing that up and let it dry, and now I'm going to put the vintage flashcard lettering at the top of my display stand. And like I said, they did break up in the mail, but just because they're a little bit fragile there at some of the connections. So I'm going to put those back together. I'm going to use Tight Bond Thick and Quick glue to put those onto the display. I'm going to use that Tight Bond Thick and Quick and put it on the back of the letters and spread that out with my fingers to make sure that it reaches all the little curlicues and edges of those letters, and then press that down onto the stand. after this, we are going to go to my booth and check out where this stand is going to go. Before we get to the booth, though, we have to load the car. And I put stuff in every nook and cranny of the car. Everywhere. So this is the back wall of the booth with the chicken nesting box, fishing basket, chair, ironstone bowl, a little rolling tool chest, and some old tennis rackets. One of those vintage flashcards and some old horsehair brushes. The rolling pin stand, and that vintage flashcard display stand. It turned out beautifully. Thank you for watching.